Would you look at the time? It is time for another video. Good day to you, my fellow adventurers, throughout time and space. It is I, the Cowardly Time Lord, welcoming you to another LEGO review video. This video, I will be reviewing and comparing the 3 different Star Destroyers from the 3 different Star Wars trilogies. Because yes, it is a Venator-Class Star Destroyer, technically, so yes. It counts, even though I know technically the Venator is a lot smaller than a standard ISD, or in the sequel trilogy Star Destroyer, I believe is supposed to be a lot bigger than even that. Pretty sure. Yes, I have finally, after all these years, I have them all. Should I use that as my thumbnail? That's a question. I'll think about it. A friend of mine made a meme forever ago, and I might use it. Anyways. The Venator, of course, it's infamous for having a Palpatine, this variant of Palpatine. And also, I'd like to point out that since I have that droid tri-fighter up there, and the New Republic Coruscant gunship up there, and this right here, I have all the variants of Chancellor Palpatine. Also, I've added an extra detail to his lightsaber for the fun of it. Anyways, I've got some other things to the side that I'll be showing throughout this video. But right now, let's focus on the Venator. Oh no. And of course, it has the Death Star plans. Nice little piece there. With the Death Star plans on it. Back in its little container it goes. The figure selection overall I think is good with the 2 Coruscant guards, which I didn't realize for the longest time that they weren't just a specialized type of clone trooper. Then we've got a clone pilot and a clone gunner, both without weapons, because this set did not come with enough, in my opinion. It is annoying. They need blasters. Anyways, onto the interior of the Venator, which has a small little throne room for Chancellor Palpatine. Overall, I think it's pretty nice. Sorry, I'm knocking things over as I'm trying to display all these things. Okay, let's lower down the main part. Pull. Okay, come on. It shouldn't be this difficult to maneuver. Anyways, it also has this big cannon on it, which you can put a figure on and have it spin around, and it acts as the ship's main cannon. And then, if I can get this part out, here we are. This is a bomb bay, which you can drop bombs out from below. And as you can see, there's a hole in the bottom to for the bombs to drop out of. Pretty cool. An interesting use for the hollow with interesting use for the hollow interior this set has. I don't really know how to feel about the whole hollow interior thing. It's got the little cannons on it. Not bad all around. Not bad at all. The handle on it is very... I already showed it up because, well, this is my second attempt. And I had already picked it up. So the handle isn't half bad. It's very sturdy. Kind of destroys how the ship looks when you pick it up, though. Kind of. It's got this little compartment where we can put a pilot in. It slides right in there. Oh yeah, might as well show off that sticker very well. It's a very nice little sticker. I cannot wait for the UCS Venator to come out. I will do another comparison once that has happened. I'm sorry, you're just seeing the back of my hand. Come on. Okay. Oh no, that's not right. Yep, there we are. It's also got this little tiny escape pod build, which isn't bad. It's kind of cool. It took me forever to figure out how you're supposed to actually fit a figure inside this escape pod, because it's not exactly minifigure sized. It's difficult. But yeah, you're supposed to have it, the figure positioned with its legs down there, sort of popping into the top half. I think, I don't know. I don't remember already. I'm forgetful. The engines on the back look fantastic. Overall, I am very happy to finally have this ship in my collection. It's been a long time coming. And there's the Venator-Class Star Destroyer. And the figures that belong with it. Over there now with you. Then we have the classic ISD Star Destroyers. And ISD too. I don't know the technical differences. But yes. Again, it comes with one too few blasters for this captain. Yes, terrible. The Star Destroyer, of course, has spring-loaded launchers on it. Bit better than flick-fire missiles of the Venator. But it's also got the ability to turn these little cannons. Doop, boop, boop, boop. And this part is not attached really at all. It's completely loose. Which opens up for easy interior. Easy access to the interior. And as you can see, there's a mini Palpatine hologram. Well, no, we'll get to the sequel trilogy Star Destroyer when we get there. And then there's a control board, little computer terminal scattered throughout. The stickers on this set weren't overly much. Same with the Venator stickers were pretty good too, but there were guys. But yes, the Star Destroyer stickers were very repetitive. There weren't a whole lot. I've built both the Venator and the Star Destroyer recently. I do not remember much about the building process of the sequel trilogy Star Destroyer. I built that before COVID. Let's just say before COVID is the time frame of reference for that one. So anyways, yes. The bridge doesn't hide any secrets besides that opening up and there being extra blaster bolts for the spring-loaded launchers in there. There's little seats down in there. The walkway, of course, very well designed. Not much else to say about the about the Star Destroyer itself. Honestly, I think it's well done in its simplicity. And much better than the Venator in a lot of ways. I do have to say that this part being loosely connected is a bit odd, but I understand why. The handle on it to pick it up is very discreet, and it looks nice even while picked up. It'd be a great model to hang. There's the back with the engines. And down it goes. The figures, we've got 2 standard stormtroopers. Of course, Darth Vader. A mouse droid! Who doesn't love a mouse droid? An Imperial captain. Imperial crew member. And finally, one of these guys. Imperial Trooper, I think they're called. Pretty sure. Anyways. Now, on to the First Order Star Destroyer. And while I was prepping for this video, I noticed something interesting about my Snoke here. His arms are mismatched compared to my other Snoke. See, he's all one color, whereas this Snoke, look, his 2 arms, slightly different shades, and his torso is slightly miscolored as well. But I really do believe that the miscolored Snoke is the one that came with my Star Destroyer. Also, this arm, the miscolored arm on the one that I think came with the Star Destroyer originally. If I were to play around with that at all, the torso would break. I can feel it. I've had enough figures break on me that I know how to tell when something like that's going to break. So that's a bit annoying. Just a bit annoying. So yes. After this, I'm putting this Snoke away. If you think this miscoloration is at all valuable, tell me down in the comments section. Anyways, you go away for now. Anyways, of course, First Order Trooper kind of thing. First Order Stormtrooper. What was this? BB-9E? Was that the name of the droid? Oh, where's its eye? There it was. BB-9E. Of course, we already went over Supreme Leader Snoke. But yeah, I didn't notice the miscoloration on the pearl gold for this particular Snoke until just the other day. And that miscoloration is what made me realize, well, that plus the stiff arm is what made me realize that something was off. And why now I've switched over to the other Snoke as being the main Snoke in my collection. Then we've got a First Order officer. Grumble, grumble, grumble. This weird droid, which I do not know what exactly it is, but it is a droid. First Order weird droid. And then a First Order Stormtrooper Lieutenant, I think. So, of these figure selections, I would say the Venator wins out. And then, as much as I dislike the sequels, I think the sequel trilogy Star Destroyer comes with a slightly better figure selection. Not to say anything against the the original trilogy Star Destroyer. Anyways, this one, very similar, has the catwalk, the computer terminals, plenty of computer terminal stuff, a little hacking port for astromech and stuff. A lot of sticker usage, I can tell. I probably hated putting all that on. A nice another little terminal, a little staircase, making it actually flow together better as a set. Little table, nice little meeting area, little elevator up to the command chair with a little hologram piece. Another little computer area. I think of all of them, the sequel trilogy one would be the most fun to fill up with minifigures. Which I think there would be a lot of fun in doing that, just filling it up with all appropriate figures all over the place. The command room having all Imperial officers, Imperial troopers working each of the consoles there. Some regular stormtroopers scattered throughout. Snoke up at the top there, but in the little command seating thing. The elevator occupied by probably Kylo and stuff. I could fill this out really in a fun way, I think. And that's another thing that the Venator has against it. It doesn't have a lot of figure room. Really, really limited in what figures you can put in it. In fact, I'd say that the figures that are in it are perfect for filling it out. The regular Star Destroyer, he'd put a few extra figures in and make it really cool. No complaints there. Whereas this is designed for putting your entire First Order army inside of it and making it fully decked out with troopers and it stand out and look amazing. And that's really my opinion on it. I think I would have enjoyed the Venator a lot more if I'd had it since I was obviously young. There are some issues with it and some parts that just fall right off, as I just demonstrated. That piece is extremely loose, which is annoying. Original. There were some confusing instructions on the Star Destroyer that made me take a part of the build apart just to check and make sure that I hadn't made any mistake, and I hadn't. But it just felt like I did because of poor design choices. Anyway, here's the engines, and here's something that moves on the sequel trilogy, Star Destroyer. And finally, of course, the handle. I think the handle on this is one of the best. It really hides when the build is put together properly and does not take up too much space. I think the sequel trilogy Star Destroyer wins out on length, overall size. The most well balanced in terms of size is the Imperial Star Destroyer. And the Venator, well, it's supposed to be a bit on the smaller size, but I know it also is very inaccurate how a Venator is supposed to look. But I think for the time and for what it is a fantastic set. Do I regret paying what I did for it? No, not at all. Not at all. Because I very much needed it for my collection. And it is happy to have a home, and I am happy it has a home in my collection. So anyways, there are the 3 Star Destroyers. Up next on my build plan is the New Republic E-Wing versus Shin-Hati's Starfighter. That is the next set I have plans to build. From there, I'm just going to start building up all the Star Wars stuff I have here. Probably the Phantom and the Ghost after Shin... Oh, and I should mention, I wanted to get the Ahsoka shuttle, but it was all sold out. Oh, no, I'm going to leave the Ghost and the Phantom for a little bit before I build, because I retrieved my older version of the Ghost and both previous versions of the the previous version of the Phantom and the previous version of the Phantom 2. I have retrieved those from where they were, so they will be shown off in a comparison review video, just like this. Beyond that, I don't know what I'm doing. I am going to be away again for a lot of this month, and I will not have time to build all my sets. So it just seems like I'm getting more and more sets without the time to build them. Yes, very soon I shall be leaving for California to go to Disneyland and Legoland and Universal Studios. All the fun stuff. Anyways, this looks like a good place to end off for today's video. So this is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off and saying, have a good day or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Bye-bye now.